Lyra walked quietly through the narrow metal street of the mining colony, trying to make her steps as soft as possible. The cold night wind touched her skin, and at once her skin turned pale blue. Blue meant fear. It always appeared when she felt danger close. And tonight, danger followed her like a shadow. She pulled her hood low over her face. She did not want anyone to see the colors changing across her skin. People on this colony did not like her kind. Emotion skin people were seen as strange, risky, and unwanted. Their bodies changed color with their every feeling too honest for many, too frightening for others. Lyra tried to breathe slowly, but it did not help. Her skin kept glowing in soft blue waves. Behind her, footsteps echoed. She did not look back. She already knew who it was, the same group of alien thugs who had been hunting her for 2 days. They whispered that she had something rare inside her blood. They wanted to capture her and sell her to someone powerful. Lyra did not understand why. She only knew she needed to stay alive. She turned a corner and hid behind a row of metal crates. Her heart beat fast, and her skin suddenly flashed yellow. Yellow meant danger. She bit her lip and pressed herself against the cold wall, hoping the thugs would pass. But they didn't. Their shadows grew longer as they stepped closer. "There she is," one whispered. "The girl with the glowing skin." Lyra froze. She could feel their eyes searching. If they caught her, she would never escape again. She moved slowly, trying to slip away, but suddenly she bumped into something. No, someone. A tall figure stood behind her. She turned quickly, panic rushing through her body. Her skin changed to bright shining blue. It was a human. A young human man wearing an engineer's uniform. His name was Jace, though she did not know that yet. He looked shocked to see her so close. Humans rarely saw emotion skin people this near. Lyra stepped back. "Don't touch me," she whispered. "Please. Don't." Jace raised his hands slowly. "It's okay," he said gently. "I won't hurt you." But before he could say more, the thugs appeared at the corner. Their faces were twisted with greed and anger. "There she is." One shouted, "Grab her. Don't let the human get involved." Jace looked confused. "What's going on?" Lyra's skin changed to bright violet fear mixed with confusion. "Please," she whispered, "go away. If you touch me, something bad may happen." The thugs began to move closer. Their heavy boots slammed against the metal ground. There were 5 of them. They carried shock sticks and nets. They were ready to take her by force. Jace looked at them, then at Lyra. Something in his eyes changed, maybe concern, maybe anger. "You're not taking her," he said. The thugs laughed. "Stay out of this, human. You don't know what she is." Lyra shook her head. "Please. Run." But Jace didn't run. He stepped forward and stood between her and the thugs. Lyra's heart began to pound harder. No human had ever done this for her. No one had protected her before. "Move aside," the lead thug growled. "She belongs to us." "No," Jace said firmly. "Leave her alone." They rushed toward him. Lyra gasped. Her skin exploded into red and white sparks, fear and shock together. She reached out to stop him, not thinking clearly. Her hand touched his arm. In the same second, a powerful light burst from her skin. Lyra cried out. She had never seen these colors before. Gold, silver, bright green colors that emotion skin people should not be able to make. Something inside her unlocked the moment she touched the human. The thugs froze. Terrified, Jace covered his eyes from the sudden glow. Lyra stood still, shaking, her skin glowing brighter and brighter. What is happening to me?" she whispered. And then everything around them changed. For a long moment, the whole alley fell silent. Lyra stood frozen, her body glowing in colors that did not belong to her kind. Emotion skin people changed into simple colors: blue, red, yellow, white. But these new colors, these bright silver waves and gold sparks, were impossible. No one of her kind had ever produced them. The thugs stared with wide eyes. What is she? One whispered. Jace looked at Lyra, confused and worried. Are you okay? He asked softly. Lyra could not speak. She felt heat in her chest, like a warm fire growing bigger. The human touch had awakened something inside her, something powerful, something she did not understand. Her skin shifted again, this time into slow glowing silver. Silver was new to her. Silver felt calm, safe. It surprised her so much that she almost forgot the danger around them. The thugs finally moved. Their leader shouted, "Don't let her escape. She's worth more than we thought." Jace grabbed Lyra's hand, not caring about the glowing colors. "We have to go, now." Lyra hesitated, trembling. "You touched me again," she whispered. "I'm sorry," Jace said. "But if I don't hold your hand, they will catch you." Lyra stared at their joined hands. Her skin turned gentle silver again. She didn't know why, but something about the human touch helped her stay calm instead of breaking apart. They ran through the narrow paths of the colony. The ground shook under their feet. Behind them, the thugs chased like hungry beasts. Lyra could still feel the strange warmth in her chest. Every time Jace pulled her forward, the warmth grew stronger. Her skin lit the dark paths like a living lantern. When they reached an old repair shed, Jace pulled her inside and closed the metal door quietly. "Stay low," he whispered. Lyra knelt on the floor, her skin slowly losing its bright glow. She felt tired, as if the light had drained her strength. Jace looked at her carefully. "What happened when I touched you?" Lyra swallowed hard. "Humans should not touch my kind. My clan says, human touch changes us. It unlocks something dangerous, something we cannot control." Jace frowned. "That sounds like fear, not truth." But Lyra shook her head. "My clan believed it. They hid us from humans. They warned us to stay far away." Jace sat beside her. "Then why did those thugs want you?" Lyra looked down. Her skin flickered blue again. "I don't know. They talk about something inside my blood. Something rare. Something humans react to. But I don't understand it." The shed lights flickered. The sound of heavy boots passed outside. Lyra's skin flashed yellow. "Danger close," Jace whispered. "They're searching the whole area." Lyra felt her heart race. "I can't stay here. If they find us," he gently placed a hand on her shoulder. Her skin glowed silver again. "Listen," Jace said softly. "I don't know much about your clan or these colors. But I know one thing. You're scared and alone. And I won't leave you." Lyra stared at him. No one had ever spoken to her like that. No one had ever cared. "But why help me?" she whispered. Jace smiled faintly. "Because you needed help. And because what happened back there, it wasn't dangerous. It was beautiful." Lyra felt heat rise in her chest again. She didn't know whether it was fear, shock, or something new. But then the door shook. Boom. The thugs had found the shed. "Open it," a voice yelled. "She's in there." Lyra gasped. Her skin turned bright violet, fear and panic mixing. "They found us," she whispered. Jace slowly stood, picking up a broken metal pipe from the floor. "Stay behind me." Lyra shook her head. "You can't fight them alone." The door shook again. Boom, boom. And then from deep inside Lyra's chest, the light began to rise once more. She felt it building, stronger than before, ready to burst. Something inside her whispered, "Run or fight. Hide or awaken." What will the human touch unlock next? The door cracked open. Lyra's colors exploded again. The metal door burst open with a loud crash. Dust filled the air as the thugs pushed inside with shock sticks raised. But they stopped the moment they saw Lyra, Her entire body was glowing again, but different this time. The light was softer, deeper, almost alive. It flowed around her like warm smoke, turning her skin into shifting silver, gold, and pale blue. The colors moved like waves in a quiet ocean. What is she doing? One thug whispered, stepping back. Jay stood in front of her, gripping the broken pipe tightly. He felt the heat of her glow behind him, warm like sunlight against his back. "Don't touch her," the leader shouted. "If she reaches full reaction, we lose her. We need her alive." Jace blinked. Full reaction? Alive? What did that even mean? Before he could think more, Lyra suddenly gasped. The glow around her snapped like lightning and then faded quickly. As if someone had switched off a light, Lyra fell to her knees, breathing hard. Her colors dimmed into a weak blue-white. She looked drained, like the light took all her strength. The thugs rushed in. Jace fought the first one, swinging the pipe with all his strength. The metal hit the thug's arm, and he dropped his shock stick. Another thug jumped toward Lyra, reaching for her. But the moment his fingers touched her skin, a sharp electric spark burst out. He screamed and fell back, shaking his hand. Jace pulled Lyra up. "We're leaving." Her legs were weak, but she held onto him as they escaped through the back door of the shed. They ran into a dark tunnel where the colony's old pipes lay abandoned. Inside the tunnel, Jace finally stopped. "What is happening to you? And what do they want from you?" Lyra leaned against the wall, trying to control her breathing. Her skin was now pale, almost colorless. "Your touch," she whispered. "It wakes something inside me. Something my clan feared." Jace knelt beside her. "But why would they fear something that makes you stronger?" Lyra looked at him with tired eyes. "Because long ago, my people discovered a strange truth. Humans affect our bodies differently. Human touch makes our colors uncontrolled. For some, it causes madness. For others, it unlocks power." Jace frowned. "Madness or power? That sounds like two very different things."
Lyra nodded weakly. "My clan believed the risk was too high. So they kept us far from humans. They thought the reaction would destroy us. But it didn't destroy you," Jace said softly. "It awakened something." Lyra lowered her head. "I don't know if it's good or bad." Before Jace could answer, he noticed something glowing faintly on her arm. A thin line of silver light moved slowly under her skin, like a small river. "What is that?" he asked. Lyra looked down and, her eyes widened. That wasn't there before. Jace grabbed his small scanner from his tool belt. The device hummed as he ran it over her arm. Numbers blinked on the screen. Then the machine glitched and shut down. "What?" Jace tapped the scanner. "It can't read you." Lyra's skin flickered in fear blue. "What does that mean?" Jace stared at her arm again. "It means something in your blood gives off a special energy. Something only humans seem to activate." Lyra's eyes widened. "Energy? Is that why they want me?" Jace nodded slowly. "Yes, they're not just hunting you because you're rare. They think you can produce power, energy, something valuable." Lyra felt cold inside. "So, they want to use me. They want to drain you," Jace said quietly. "Your colors, your blood, everything." Lyra shivered. Her skin faded into pale blue again. "But why you? Why does only human touch start this?" Jace sighed. "I don't know yet, but I can find out. I can help you." Before she could reply, a loud alarm echoed through the pipes. Voices approached. Lights flashed. "They found us again," Jace whispered. Lyra grabbed his arm desperately. "What do we do?" Jace looked into her frightened eyes. "We uncover the truth," he said firmly. "And we fight back." Her skin glowed silver soft, bright, trusting. For the first time, She believed she wasn't alone. The alarm echoed through the old tunnel, bouncing off the rusted metal pipes and dark walls. Lyra felt the sound vibrate through her chest. Her skin flickered between light blue and pale yellow, fear and danger mixing. She grabbed Jace's sleeve tightly. "They're coming from both sides," Jace whispered, listening carefully. He heard fast footsteps, many of them. "They're trapping the tunnels. They know this place better than we do." Lyra's breath shook. "We cannot go back." "Then we go deeper," Jace said, pointing toward the darkest part of the tunnel, into the old maintenance maze. Lyra hesitated. "No one goes there. The workers say it's unstable." "It's either that," Jace said, "or we let them catch you." Lyra's skin slowly shifted into silver, again trusting. She nodded. "Okay, lead the way." They slipped deeper into the narrow metal maze. Old wires hung from the ceiling like dead vines. Broken lights flickered weakly, leaving long shadows on the ground. Water dripped from the pipes above, each drop echoing like a slow heartbeat. Behind them, the voices grew louder. "She's close. Don't lose her again." "The human is with her, capture both." Lyra felt her skin turn red for a second, fear mixing with anger. "Why do they want you to?" she whispered. Jac took a deep breath. "Because they think I know how your reaction works. And because I touched you first. They think I can control it." Lyra stopped walking. Her eyes widened. "Control me." "That's what they believe," Jace said. "But they're wrong. I'm just trying to help you stay alive." Before Lyra could speak, a loud metallic bang came from behind them. The thugs were breaking the locked gate to the tunnel. Jace grabbed Lyra's hand again. "Run." They ran down the curving pipe tunnel until they reached a giant chamber filled with old machines. Some still hummed quietly, like forgotten creatures breathing in the dark. The floor was covered in dust and old metal scraps. Lyra stumbled. Her legs felt weak again. I can't run anymore." Jace helped her sit behind a large machine. She leaned her back against the cold metal, breathing fast. "Your colors are fading," Jace said, worried. "I used too much power," Lyra whispered. "The light, it drains me." Jace knelt beside her. He wanted to help, but he did not know how. The one thing that calmed her was his touch. But he didn't know if touching her again would make the power explode. He hesitated. Lyra noticed. "You're afraid now?" she said softly. Her skin flickered blue. "No," Jace said quickly. "Not of you. I'm afraid of hurting you." Her eyes softened. "Your touch does not hurt me." Outside the chamber, heavy footsteps echoed. They were close. Lyra reached out her hand gently. "Hold my hand again, please." Jace slowly took her hand. The moment their skin touched, a warm wave passed through Lyra's body. Her colors changed into bright silver, again steady and calm. "I feel stronger," she whispered in surprise. Then something unexpected happened. The old machine behind her lit up. A soft blue glow spread across its metal panels. Then another machine lit up. Then another. Soon the entire chamber was filled with gentle humming and glowing lights. Jace looked around in shock. "Your energy. It's activating the machines." Lyra's eyes widened. "I didn't mean to." Light burst from her skin, again slow and beautiful this time, like spreading sunrise. But the glowing light also revealed their location. Voices shouted from the tunnel. "There, she's inside." The thugs stormed into the chamber, their weapons raised. Jace stood in front of Lyra again. "Stay behind me." But Lyra slowly stood up, her silver glow rising. "No," she said in a calm voice. "I'm done running." Her colors shifted. Silver, gold, deep blue, soft green dot. A storm of emotions, hope, fear, anger. Courage mixed inside her. The machines around her hummed louder. Jace stepped back in awe. "Lyra, what are you doing?" "I don't know," she whispered. "But I think I'm waking up." The thugs charged toward her, and the entire chamber burst with her. Light, the chamber shook with the force of Lyra's light. For a moment, everything turned white: machines, walls, shadows, even the faces of the thugs. The light pulsed like a heartbeat, pushing a wave of soft energy across the room. Jace shielded his eyes, stunned. He had never seen anything like it. It wasn't violent. It wasn't dangerous. It was almost peaceful. But its power was impossible to ignore. When the light faded, Lyra stood in the center of the chamber. Her skin glowed in soft, warm colors, silver mixed with pale gold. She looked stronger and calmer, but also confused by her own power. The thugs, however, were frozen in fear. "What is she?" One whispered, "She's reacting again. Grab her now." The leader yelled, but when they stepped forward, the machines around Lyra hummed loudly, like metal beasts waking from sleep. Blue lines of energy crawled across the ground and rose like small lightning sparks. The thugs backed away quickly. Jace stared at Lyra, his voice soft. "You activated the whole room, without touching anything." Lyra touched her chest lightly. "I felt something inside me open. When I held your hand, the colors became calm. When I let go, the energy spread." Jace frowned thoughtfully. "Your energy responds to emotions, but it also reacts to me. Somehow, humans and your people are connected in a way no one ever studied." Lyra's skin flashed pale blue. "My clan feared this reaction. They said human touch could break our minds. But they were wrong about you," Jace said. "You're not breaking. You're changing." Lyra lowered her eyes. "I don't know if it is good change." Before Jace could reply, the thugs charged again, more desperate this time. To ran at Jace while the others aimed shock sticks at Lyra. Lyra panicked. Her colors flickered: blue for fear, red for anger, yellow for danger. Emotions battled inside her chest. Her body began to shake. "No, no, stop," she whispered. The room reacted first. Lights flickered. Machines buzzed. The ground vibrated. Then the silver and gold light flowed out of Lyra again, spreading across the floor like a soft wave. It didn't harm Jace, but the thugs were thrown backward as if pushed by invisible hands. They slammed into the walls and machines, groaning in pain. Jace ran to her. "Are you okay?" Lyra shook her head, scared. "I didn't mean to hurt them. I was afraid." Jace held her shoulders gently. "Listen, Lyra, you're not hurting people on purpose. You're reacting. Your body reacts to fear, safety, trust, danger. Humans do too, but we don't glow." His small joke made her skin flicker silver again. Sighing, she felt a little safer. But then a deep voice echoed from the entrance of the chamber. "Move away from the girl." "Human." Jace and Lyra looked up. A tall alien officer entered the room, wearing dark armor and holding a heavy electric weapon. His eyes locked onto Lyra like she was precious cargo. The officer spoke calmly. "The girl is not yours. She belongs to the council. Her blood carries energy we need." Lyra stepped back in fear. The officer's voice turned colder. "Her clan hid her for years. But now we found her, and we will use her." Jace stepped in front of Lyra again. "You won't take her anywhere." The officer aimed his weapon. "Move aside, human. You cannot protect her." Lyra's skin flickered between silver and dark red, fear and anger mixing dangerously. Jace whispered, "Stay behind me." "Please." But Lyra grabbed his arm. "No, you helped me. You protected me. Now, I protect you. Her colors brightened. Not wild like before, but focused, controlled. A soft, golden light rose from her skin and wrapped around Jace like a shield. Jace felt warmth, but no pain. "What are you doing?" he whispered. Lyra looked at him with glowing eyes. "I think. This bond between us is not danger. It is strength." The officer stepped forward. "This is your last chance. Come with us, girl, or the human dies." Lyra breathed in slowly. Her colors changed a gun-gentle gold, strong silver. Her fear faded. Her courage awakened. "No," she said softly. "I choose my own path," and the chamber lights exploded again as her power rose. The golden light around Lyra burst outward like a wave, filling the chamber with warm energy. The officer shielded his eyes and stepped back, shocked for the first time. His weapon sparked uselessly in his hand. What power is this? He muttered. Jace stood inside the golden glow, unharmed. He looked at Lyra with wide eyes. "You protected me." "With your energy," Lyra nodded slowly. "I didn't try. It happened on its own. The bond reacts when I choose to protect, not harm." But the officer recovered quickly. He motioned to the thugs behind him. "Surround them. Don't let her use the reaction again." The thugs, scared but desperate, spread across the room. Lyra's colors flickered silver, gold, soft blue. Her emotions were swirling, unstable. Jace whispered, "We need to get out of here." Lyra looked toward the back exit. The service lifts lead outside the colony, to the upper decks. "If we reach the landing pad, we can escape." Jace nodded. "Then we run." The officer fired. A blast of electricity hit the ground near them, sending sparks flying. Lyra grabbed Jace's hand and pulled him toward the tunnel. Her colors glowed brighter with every step. The chase began. The metal maze awakens. They ran through the twisting tunnels again. But this time, the colony itself seemed alive. As Lyra passed broken panels, old machines lit up with her glow. Pipes hummed. Lights flickered from dead to alive. Her presence was waking everything. Jace glanced around. "Lyra, your energy. It's moving through the whole colony." Lyra shook her head. "I cannot control it. It reacts to fear." "Then stay close," Jace said, squeezing her hand. "Focus on staying calm." Her skin shifted into silver again, steady, warm behind them. The officer's voice echoed angrily. "Don't let her reach the upper decks. If she touches the main power grid, the entire colony could overload." Lyra gasped. "Is that true? Could my energy break everything?" Jace looked at her. "Only if you panic. Just breathe. Let the silver stay." Her colors steadied a little, but she was still scared. The rise to the upper decks, they reached a ladder leading to a vertical shaft. The top was far above, disappearing into darkness. Jace climbed first. "Come on, we're almost out." Lyra followed, her glowing skin lighting the walls. Boots hit metal behind them. Thugs were climbing too. Halfway up, Lyra felt her strength fading. "Jace, I can't." "Yes, you can," he said, reaching down to grab her wrist. "Don't look down." Her skin flickered purple fear and exhaustion. But she kept climbing, step by step. Finally, they reached the upper deck. The landing pad lights glowed dimly through cracks in the metal panels. They ran toward the open space, but the officer appeared on the opposite side. He had taken another route and blocked their escape. "You cannot outrun us," he said calmly. "Girl, come with me. Let the human go. He will live. You will be studied." Lyra shook her head violently. "No, I am not a tool." Her skin exploded into bright red inju. Her energy shook the ground under their feet. The officer raised his weapon, aiming straight at Jace. If you won't come willingly, then I force you. No." Lyra screamed. She stepped forward, raising her hands. The air rippled with color: silver for courage, blue for fear, gold for protection, red for anger. The mix of emotions created a force stronger than anything she had produced before. Jace tried to reach her. "Lyra, stop. You're losing control. I can't let him hurt you," she cried. Her glow reached the power lines on the pad. Lights flickered dangerously. Sparks danced across the metal floor. The colony trembled. The officer smiled darkly. "Your reaction will destroy you." Lyra closed her eyes, and the world around her lit up with impossible brilliance. The landing pad filled with blinding light. It rose like a storm, swirling around Lyra in waves of silver, gold, and deep blue. The air vibrated. The ground shook. Electric sparks danced across the metal floor. The colony alarms screamed in panic. Jock shielded his eyes, stepping back from the exploding colors. "Lyra, you have to stop. It's too much." But Lyra couldn't hear him. Or maybe she heard everything too clearly: every shout, every heartbeat, every emotion. Her power was tied to her feelings, and right now her emotions were exploding inside. Her fear, anger, hope, protectiveness, confusion, courage, all mixed together. Her skin shifted wildly. Red, blue, silver, gold, green, violet colors no one from her clan could ever make. The power spread through her veins like fire and wind. The officer stepped back, terrified now. This reaction. It's stronger than any report. She overloaded the whole colony. But Lyra was not thinking about the colony. She was thinking about Jace. Jace, who defended her. Jace, who held her hand when she was scared. Jace, whose touch unlocked every light inside her. Jace, the first person who saw her as more than a rare object. Her colors brightened, glowing fiercely with one emotion: protection. Jace ran toward her again, fighting the wind of energy pushing him back. "Lyra, listen to me. You are not alone. You don't have to fight like this." Lyra looked at him. For a moment, everything slowed. The storm paused. Her skin softened into silver trust. "I don't want to hurt anyone," she whispered. "You won't," Jace said, reaching his hand out. "Because I'm here. You're not fighting alone anymore." Lyra stared at his hand. The same hand that changed her life. The same hand that awakened her colors. Slowly, carefully. She took it. The moment their hands touched, something incredible happened. The storm calmed. The light changed from wild to gentle, from chaotic to warm. The colors flowed like soft waves instead of explosions. The metal floor stopped shaking. Her emotions aligned. Not fear, not anger, not desperation, but clarity. The officer tried to charge forward again, yelling, "Stop." "She belongs to Lyra," turned toward him, her skin glowing bright gold. "No," she said softly. "I belong to no one." The air rippled. A powerful wave of golden energy burst forward, but it did not kill him. It pushed him back, knocking him to the ground. His weapon slid away across the metal. He lay there in shock, staring at her with fear and disbelief. Jace guided Lyra away from the glowing power lines. "Easy. Just breathe. You're doing great." Lyra looked around. The whole landing pad glowed with faint silver light, like her presence had touched everything. But the colony was still standing. "No explosion. No destruction, Jace," she whispered. "I thought my emotions made me dangerous." "No," he said with a gentle smile. "They make you alive." Her skin turned soft, warm gold hope. A small ship rested at the corner of the pad. Old but functional, probably belonging to the thugs. Jace pointed toward it. if you want. We can leave the colony, find your clan, learn the truth, and figure out your powers safely. Lyra hesitated. Her skin flickered soft blue uncertainty. But what if I lose control again? Jace squeezed her hand. Then I'll be there to help you. You don't have to control everything alone. Silver spread across her skin, again trust and peace. She nodded. Then I want to go. Together, they climbed into the ship. The engines hummed softly, reacting to her light, almost as if they recognized her. As the ship lifted off, Lyra looked down at the colony below. The place where she was hunted, and the place where she was reborn. Her color shimmered, gently silver for calm, blue for memory, gold for hope. Jace looked at her and said softly, "Your skin once changed because you were scared. Now it changes because you're free." Lyra smiled, her colors glowing brighter. For the first time, she wasn't running from her emotions. She was following them toward a new life, and the stars welcomed her with open skies.